Well, Miss Lynn, I'll tell you, every time I'm here in Branson, you bring some wonderful guests into the studio. We have such a great time. I remember as a child just enjoying fairy tales. And you have one such now. Once Upon a Fairy Tale at the Americana Theatre. Cadence Miller is with us from Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Cadence, welcome to Bot Radio.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here.
Are you in costume right now?
No, this is just casual wear.
Is that what you wear at Branson to go to Walmart?
Yes, I'm on my way to Starbucks right after this. So.
Once Upon a Fairy Tale brings to life all of your favorite storybook songs, including Disney classics, hit Broadway shows, and blockbuster movies. And really, it's a dazzling production, I understand, featuring some of Branson's best vocalists.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, if I do say so myself. I mean, we've got a very talented cast.
Cadence, how long have you been with the Americana Theatre?
So I have been on and off with Americana for about 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah.
I took a break away from Branson for a couple of years, but I'm performing in about 3 of their shows currently.
Okay. Now set the stage for us.
Yes.
What's my experience like?
So it is going to be a cabaret style show. So there's not a storyline. It's not a musical. We want to stress that. But you are going to see costumes like this, lots of sparkle, lots of talent. We have an incredible stage production, so what we call light shows, lots of light shows, and of course, your favorite Disney song.
Now, what about audience participation? Because a lot of shows, when you come to Branson, audiences are invited to get involved.
Of course, we had to include audience participation, especially with kids. I mean,
That's
kids are our
right.
main demographic, so we want to get the kids up and dancing. We want to get the family up and dancing. There's a little bit of family-friendly comedy, a little bit of magic, so it's got all fairy tale elements.
Yeah, so it's just moving. What you got, Lynn?
It has princes as
Yes.
well as princesses.
Oh, and that is actually a big point that we want to
It
make.
really is.
You see me and you think fairy tale and you think princess. Well, I mean, I don't.
Well,
like,
I do.
I shouldn't say that about myself.
I was just
but-
thinking. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
But, there's so many other elements to a fairy tale. There's heroes, there's villains, there's the underdog, there's the comic relief, and so we've got a little bit of everything.
Well, take us backstage and talk about some of the vocalists. I mean, are these local singers? Are these really tough auditions for those to conquer, to qualify?
So finding people that could fit into a time slot for a new show it can be incredibly difficult, but we do have all locals. We actually have all of our cast members perform currently in Branson except for one. Her name is Autumn. She's new to the Branson scene. She actually currently works for Sight and Sound as a dresser, came to the audition, and we were like, wow, new talent.
Right.
So that's exciting too, a little bit something new for people to see.
How do you determine who sings which songs? Because, I mean, that's got to be, you got to find the right fit, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say, your overall look goes into a small portion of it, but otherwise it's your vocal classification. What can you sing would be first and foremost.
Yeah.
Are you good at playing the character that you're singing is another top contender.
You mentioned magic being part of the production, too. Any other additional theatrical excitement that we might experience there?
I would say there's some excitement, and I don't want to give it away when it comes to the audience participation.
Okay.
So there's definitely a ton of elements to the show.
One of our favorite things about Branson entertainers is after the show.
Yes.
And they meet with the folks as they leave the theater, and the kiddos are going to absolutely just melt at the
Yes.
sight of these princes and princesses that they want their photo with.
Lynn, that's a great
yes.
point. Do you enjoy that interaction?
Of course. I mean, I think it is unique to Branson.
It is.
After the show, we have the honor of going out and actually talking to people on a personal level. Over the years, I've actually become friends with a lot of these people. They come in and give me updates on their life. They ask for updates on my life. So, and now we're channeling a very small market with the kids aspect. And
Yes.
so now getting to add that and see these kids and hopefully years after years
Yes.
come back and grow with us.
Cadence, any special interaction with a child or something that stands out to you that was so special?
Actually, yes. I performed at Six Flags, and that is a travel destination, so you don't expect reoccurring visitors. But there was one little girl who always came to our show, and one day she returned and had on a replica of one of my costumes.
Oh.
And her mom was like, she is you're her favorite. She loves coming to see you, and you're always so nice to her. And I was like, wow, you make a difference, and you don't realize it.
Exactly right.
So.
Okay, what about show times and how do you get tickets?
So you can go to Americana's website, which is AmericanaTheatreBranson.com, or straight to ours, which is Once Upon a Fairy Tale Branson.com. I have to think about that for a second. You can also call our box office and reserve your tickets through the phone.
Cadence, now on a personal note, what's your favorite summertime activity here in Branson?
Oh, I mean, when I have time, Table Rock Lake. I love going out to the lake, but that's a little bit of something you have to plan for.
Yes.
I'm also a big fan of what I call tourist days. I like to play tourist, and so I'll plan out, okay, I'm going to do mini golf, Branson show, Andy's ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
ice cream. The concretes, right?
Oh, to die for.
Yes, I know. I love those. Well, there's always something for the family to do here in Branson. Right, Miss Lynn? We talk about it.
We are the family-friendly destination by far.
Yeah. Cadence, thank you so much for coming by and telling us again, friend, about Once Upon a Fairy Tale at the Americana Theatre. Go to the website, AmericanaTheatreBranson.com. Get more information and get your tickets before you get here, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please, please. And thank you guys so much for having me. This has been
What
so
a pleasure.
fun.
You know, we did a special feature on Once Upon a Fairy Tale in the new 2023 vacation guide that goes out to only about 250,000 people.
Oh, only.
Cadence, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.